Good day, inbreds and shit dicks. We're gonna go through Verdun, M2H's 2015 World War I shooter, right? Could be a fucking milsim or something like that, a light milsim. Let's get into this. I'm gonna delve into the negatives and the positives, as usual. I like this game, but I ain't sparing it for shit. I'm gonna give it a run for its money, okay? You're gonna get yourself a good, juicy rant. The calm before the storm. Do you hear me? Let's go. From the get-go, we don't get a story. We don't get a campaign. We get nothing. The most brutal war in all of mankind's history. And we don't get nothing. No narration. No mini storyline. Missions. That's a supreme letdown. I had this game in early access on Steam. So I thought it was like, oh, it's just a multiplayer for early access. They're gonna wait to give us the storyline. No story. What a fucking letdown, dude. Could we at least have gotten a narration from a British guy on these large chunks of text before the game? Could we at least got that? A guy narrating what the fuck happened? Some historical shit? Like, I'm glad it's there, but something extra to add that there's a feeling of a plot going on? I mean, it's a fucking war, dude. There's events happening. At least narrate what the fuck is happening for us so I don't have to read this shit like a fucking novel. When I'm sitting 15 feet away from the TV, I can't see it. I can't see the fucking shit. Number 2 is the AI. Simply speaking, the AI is retarded. They don't watch your back under any circumstance. There's going to be a guy pointing a gun at you 2 feet away. There's a teammate right next to you. He could bayonet him, but he will sit there and let you get killed. These morons will run right into no man's land when there's people charging. Look at this guy. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Look at that. There's charging force. Oh my god. They do this so often. And they'll get killed, leave you there on your own, and then the fucking enemies will take the trench, and you have to go back to fucking assaulting them. Simple commands such as hold your ground, defend the fucking area of the trench you're at, are too complex for their tiny minds to follow. They will get you killed a lot more than they save you. And if you have a spawn meter that goes up quickly and they're waiting there, it's a 50-50 shot that they're gonna die before you're able to spawn. Let's see. Look at this guy. There's a guy in the trench. Let's see if he dies. Oh wow, he didn't. Most of the time they will die like 2 seconds before you're able to spawn. They cannot hold the area without you for shit. Rare occurrence that they do. And I captured lightning in a bottle with this one right here. Alright. Next thing is there's no tanks and no cavalry. Why? I don't know. Dude, in COD World at War. I know it's World War II, but there was tanks in that game. And cavalry, you should have cavalry. Horses. Horses should be able to traverse this. It wouldn't be hard to do it. Saying that like I know how to develop games. I don't, but other games have it, so why the fuck doesn't this game have it? No tanks, bro? This was the first war to ever have tanks, and you're not gonna have tanks? What the fuck? What the fuck? What a letdown. Only infantry? Really? No mortars? No machine guns? Mounted machine guns? Like in the map? Tanks? No tanks? Bullshit. Oh yeah, the first war with planes as well. No planes. You can't drive planes. You could call them in for recon and airstrikes, but you can't fly planes. No dogfights, dude. World War One dogfights. That's cool as fuck. And they got the horse. They got the dead horse right there. You can have horses in the fucking game. You could have planes in the game. You could have tanks in the game. That would make this game way better. I wish to have a fucking dogfight in a realistic World War One game. Imagine that. Shoot down on the people in the two-seat plane, the classic. Come on, bro. Really? And you're saying
It's too complicated for them to call in planes and tanks.
no, it's not, dude. Arma, like the original fucking Arma 2, whatever. They had planes, tanks, everything. There's a ton of games that have planes, tanks, and horses. Red Dead Redemption came out 5 years before this. They had fucking horses. You telling me you can't have horses in this game? No horses? Nothing, dude? Come on. Fuck yourself. What is this? You're missing half the war. You're missing half the fucking... Come on, dude. You can't even... Not even as like a kill streak or something? Call in the cavalry? Take out a trench? What? Alright, this one's gonna seem like nitpicking, because it is. But the slow-ass walk speed. You move like both your legs are broken and you're fucked up on opiates, dude. You move so fucking slow. And I get it, it's supposed to be realistic, but who the fuck is moving that slow, bro? You're in a war, your adrenaline's pumping, dude. How are you moving that slow? Like, they have the bags on their back, but there's nothing in them. You only have like 3 things of gear. Your grenade, if you have a grenade, your gun, and your pistol. And then maybe you might have the club, which not everyone gets. Some people just have a fucking pistol, like this guy. I only have a pistol. Why am I moving so slow?
It's immersive World War One shooter. You're not supposed to move like Call of Duty.
I'm not asking for Black Ops 3 wall jumping and shit. I'm just asking for... Look at that, dude. I get you're in barbed wire. Move a little quicker. No one moves that like a... You'd have to be trying to walk that slow. That's like 2 steps every 3 seconds. And the run speed's like a jog, dude. Can we get a sprint? Like, come on, bro. The movement in this game is ass. Because also, you have no dive. No quick prone, like, to get down, or a sprawl. No sprawl, no dive to escape fire really quickly. So if something like that happens, you're fucked. There's nothing you can do. You run slow as shit. So if you hear one bomb go off and there's more coming, if you run as fast as you can, you're not gonna get out the way. Even if you... Why can't you run and dive over to another trench? Why? Does this guy have no survival instinct whatsoever? You can't dive? Oh, there's too much gear. You can dive with fucking gear on, dude. This brings me to the next thing. You can't resupply or take weapons off of any dead people, teammates included. You can't pick up ammo, a new gun. So if you run out of ammo, you're fucked. Which happens very quickly if you have a machine gun or a shotgun or pistol. Not really this, the rifle. Because you only have... Some rifles have like 3 bullets. And then you have to reload. And it could be like 100 bullets. It's not really a problem with a rifle. But... with a machine gun, yeah. Why in the hell can't you resupply ammo? Why the fuck can't you pick up guns? Or a club? or something. What fucking idiot thought this would make the game more immersive? It doesn't. Final negative. You can't go behind enemy lines. So if you're having a good run and you have like 15 kills in a single life, you're feeling it, the trench is already cleared, you can't go behind enemy lines and keep pushing. Why? Who the fuck knows? There's way too much shit missing. No campaign. The AI fucking sucks. The AI stands in no man's land, gets you killed, lets the trench be taken over. No tanks, no cavalry, no planes. Front lines is only 2 attack sequences, and then that's it. You walk slow as fuck. You can't dive. You can't quick prone. You can't resupply your guns. You can't pick up any weapons. And you can't go behind enemy lines. There's a lot of can'ts in this game. You can't do shit. Except be infantry and charge. Great. Great. This war, World War I, was the first war for a lot of shit. Planes, tanks, machine guns, unique tactics, gas, pretty sure flamethrowers too. You're telling me I can't have that? Also, the AI likes to stand in the fucking way when you're trying to shoot. Get out of the way, dumbass, because they're standing in no man's land right in the way of your sight. Sometimes they'll walk into your line of fire when you're trying to shoot someone. You fucking prick. Get out of the way. This makes the game fucking horrible, dude. And it gets boring really quick. There's a lot of shit missing. God. Let's go to the positives and see what the fuck we have in store. Because the game's not terrible. There's positives, but these negatives do bring this game down a lot. Alright, the first positive we got is the gore. If you shoot someone in the arm with a machine gun, their arm's gonna pop off. And if you throw a grenade at someone's feet, you're gonna see their legs blowing all over the trenches. And if you shoot someone in the face with a shotgun, their head's gonna bust open like a watermelon. These gore effects are good because they're not too over the top. It's not too extreme where it's like Doom or something, but it's realistic enough to be like, oh yeah, that would happen. It's not like New Vegas where if you shoot someone in the head and then their leg pops off. It's solid. Another thing that's solid is the way the bodies or the soldiers die. The bodies will twitch and shit after you shoot someone, or if you get shot, they'll twitch for a little bit and then they'll go limp. They'll kind of seize out before they lose the life in them, which also adds to the immersion and realism. Our next positive for the game is the amount of factions you could play as. You can play as the Polish, the French, the Australians, the Canadians, the Germans, and even the United States. Take a look for yourself. The good thing about this is certain guns are only available with certain factions. So you have to play has every single faction to level up and get access to those guns you want. If you want the trench gun, you're gonna have to play as the Americans. If you want the pimped out broom handle Mauser, you're gonna need to play as the Germans. If you want, you know, yeah, you can't be fucking a French dude with a Mauser. You just can't. This is good because it's not like Battlefield 1 where you see French people running around with German guns and bullshit like that kills your immersion. The one thing I would say though is that there's a disproportionate amount of allies factions versus Central Powers. The Central Powers really don't get that many unique guns. I don't even think the Central Powers have a shotgun, which is kind of stupid. But I can't bitch too much. Another great thing about this game is there's realistic faction names and people within the faction. You're not going to have like black Germans like Battlefield 1 where they just have minorities and women just for the sake of having it. In this game, when they have minorities, it's done in a historically accurate sense, like this. Yeah, they got the Senegalese, and it's done just like any other faction, as it should be, not bullshit forced on your throat where you have to. You can choose to be them if you want to, just like how you could choose to be the fucking Germans. Alright? It's not forced on your throat. You can also play as the Scottish too. The Scottish, the Aussies, very great variety. The next point we got is good kill times. The kill times are not absurd like Warzone where you have to mag dump someone just to kill them. In this, you land one shot and you're good. One hit, you're good. Sometimes to the game's detriment, but when you are getting kills, it's nice. Another good thing is the aiming isn't lock-on and it's a bit slower. So it feels a little more realistic and not as cheap where you could just keep spamming left trigger and then shoot and just get easy kills. You actually kind of got to take your time when you're aiming. Also, bayonets, trench clubs, and machetes are a one-hit kill if you use them at the right time. You can't be doing bullshit like Call of Duty just raping everyone with a knife. You have to use it at the right time, right opportunity. If you try to rush them with it, you're probably going to get shot, but if you use it like tastefully, you're going to get hella kills. One of the main things I enjoy in this game is gas attacks where you have to use your gas mask. This is like the main draw to World War One is the gas. Gas has never been allowed in a war after World War One, where they made the League of Nations and all that shit. So here, experience one for yourself. The gas attacks do make shit hectic, and it makes shit hard to see, which does add to the intensity. The atmosphere in this game is just fucking intense and hectic 99% of the time. You get some crazy moments like this here. Listen to those fucking cries of terror, dude. The next great thing about this game is you're able to command the troops and you get a few options, a few different roles to play as. You can play as a officer, a gunner, a grenader, and demolitions. Which is probably the same shit. Or you can be a shotgunner too, like here. The shotgun is fucking fire, bro. Let me just add how well these trenches are designed. It makes you feel like it's actually, you know, the war. It's not too picture perfect. Just enough. Just enough. To where it's like, oh shit, this is how it'd actually be. Kinda, you know. Can't be one for one exact, but it's good. Another thing that sets Verdun apart from all these other generic first-person shooters is the artillery actually does some damage. You call an artillery strike on a trench, you're gonna get 10 to 15 kills every time, unless you're an idiot and you don't know how to place your shit. You're gonna get some kills. In COD, if you throw a grenade, it does jack shit. In this, if you throw a grenade, you might kill yourself. Well done. Well done, Verdun.
We're not giving this up without you.
One of the best things about Verdun is you don't get a machine gun right away like in Battlefield 1. In Battlefield 1, the first gun you get is a fucking SMG. What? In this, you have to grind levels and levels and do matches. And you have to have a certain squad to have a machine gun. You can't have a machine gun as a fucking private, as a generic dude. And when you get your hands on a machine gun, you're gonna realize it sucks. It's only good up close because you can't aim down the sights unless you're prone. You can only aim down sights when you're prone, which is great. It's like COD 3. Most of you retards don't know what COD 3 is.
I'm playing out with Modern Warfare.
You didn't start with Modern Warfare, dude. If you start with Modern Warfare, you know what the fuck COD 3 is.
Modern Warfare 3?
No, not Modern Warfare 3. COD 3, World War 2. You have to go prone to shoot a fucking Browning. Just like in this game, you have to go prone in order to aim down your sight with this gun. I don't know what it's called, but, yeah. There's no way anyone, I don't care who the fuck you are, is shooting this. The machine guns in World War 1 were at least 120 pounds. You're not holding that shit up your shoulder and fucking aiming it like it's a MP5, dude. You're not. That makes this game 10 times more immersive. Cause you're Battlefield 1, everyone has a fucking SMG. And that pissed me off. I got Battlefield 1 when it came out. I was like, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Everyone has an SMG. Where are the bolt action rifles? Look at the fucking photos of World War 1. Look it up. Ain't no one running around with a fucking Tommy gun going Rambo. No way. No way. It's not true. Huge bonus. Battlefield 1 is World War 1 if World War 1 wasn't World War 1. Like, is there even a map in Battlefield 1 that has trenches? None of them. I remember one map, the one with the blimp. And someone's gonna say,
Okay, one kick machine gun on the bomb in 1914, and not every single battlefront was in the trenches.
you're using these exceptions as the majority in terms of a fucking war. All these one-off scenarios don't define the war, dude. What the fuck? We want an accurate representation of what it'd be like to simulate World War 1. Not this bullshit. fantasy you have. Oh,
I would have been fucking murdering 3,000 Austro-Hungarians.
no, you wouldn't, dude. You'd be with a bolt-action rifle with your ass in a trench. Machine guns are rare. This is fucking 1914. Do you realize that? Red Dead Redemption 1 Jack's Revenge is in 1914. He ain't running around with a fucking SMG on a horse, dude. Cars were barely a thing then. But I digress. Let me emphasize once again how great the atmosphere is in this game. Take a look. The biggest positive in Verdun is the variety in the maps. Every map has a different time of year, different weather, and time of day, which sets every map apart. Also, unique landscape as well. My favorite map is Champagne because it's at nighttime and the trenches are deep. This map's pretty good too. I don't know what it's called, but it has like a bunker in the side of a hill or something. It's good, but what is it? Fucking Esne? That map is fucking ass, bro. I hate that map. Artois, it's decent. Saint Mihiel, I call it is it be Sami Hill? That map's hell, dude. It's hard. This map's pretty hard on the other side. Like if you're allies. Cause this right here, the high ground, dude, is fucking insane. You can see everything. And with the snipers, the Scottish, I think, are the only people with a sniper. The snipers, it's kind of hard to see. Like, it's not traditional sniper, like a sniper sight. It's fucking realistic. Like, it's hard to see. You can't hit moving shit at all. They have to be, like, sitting there. I got one kill with a sniper. That was luck. I didn't use the sniper at all throughout my playthrough besides one time. And I was like, dude, I'm not learning this. I'm not learning how to use a sniper. But on every single map, you're going to need to use different tactics. I know you're thinking, oh, it's World War I, just charge. No, dude, you're not going to just charge. You're not going to just charge. You have to go prone under the barbed wire. Fucking or you'll have to call in smoke and then charge, lay in some craters, and then try to make your way there. Because it might be too flat. Or if it's nighttime, you can just fucking run because they can't see shit and you can't see them. But there's gonna be hella explosives going off. The second to last positive about Verdun is you have to take cover. You can't go out there thinking you're me, not gonna get hit, you're too elusive, and whatever. Because you're gonna get killed right away. You have to take cover, you have to go prone, you have to be aware of your surroundings. It makes this game feel that much more tense. Because you'll get done with one shot. You get shot once, you're dead. With a bolt action. Machine gun 2 or 3 times. With a pistol 3 to 4 times. If you stand out in the open like a retard, you're gonna die a lot. Like how I do right here. This just shows you need to use cover. But now, our last point. I know I was shitting on it a little earlier, but the historical pieces during the loading screens. Every loading screen, it has a piece of text that will explain to you about the area you're about to fight at and what was going on during 1914 and 1918. It'll tell you, oh, the Germans pushed into this place and the French were holding it until 1917, where they finally turned the tide and took back the area, or something like that, something along the lines of that. You'll have to read it for yourself. I'm not a fucking historian, dude. I know basic shit, like how it's supposed to be. I just watch and read. I don't know this shit. I don't know the ins and outs. Read it for yourself. That's why I said they should have got a narrator so you can listen. But yeah, it's good when they make war games historical and informative, so you don't have Karen fucking authoritarian bitches trying to ban video games by saying it's just a violence simulator. There's a purpose behind this game. It's to educate. You know, you don't want to end up in a war like this, dude. This shit was insane. Yeah, and they want to fucking brainwash you into thinking it's something it wasn't. Like it's this glorious thing where people were having machine guns and shit.
Oh, everyone was in World War One.
No, dude, it was fucking Europeans and some fucking colonies from Africa fighting. Men, only men.
Only there's one unit.
Yeah, a few fucking women. Fighting to the death, dude. France was destroyed by the First World War. Pretty much. They lost, like, I think, like, a good chunk of their male population. But yeah, this game is leagues above Battlefield 1. Even though Battlefield 1 has the fucking Zeppelin and the planes and tanks and stuff. And the shitty horses, which are bullshit. The horses, which have fucking take more damage than tanks. This game is way better than Battlefield 1. Just by its historical accuracy. But that's the final point. And now, let's get to the conclusion. Motherfucker. Douchebag. You piece of shit. I know you like Battlefield 1 more than this. So why don't you fuck off? I'm just kidding. Wait for the conclusion. Battlefield 1 is ass. Let's get to the conclusion. Dumbass. Alright. In conclusion, Verdun is the best World War I shooter to date. It's leagues above Battlefield 1 because of its historical accuracy and its realistic setting, gameplay, and presentation. This game could be a 9 or 10 if it had tanks, cavalry, planes, and a campaign to go with this. Improvements on AI would definitely help this game a lot. This game is a great buy for history buffs and light milsim enjoyers. Another bonus is that Verdun is crossplay, so you can play with Xbox, PlayStation, and PC all together. I have to give Verdun an 8 out of 10. The lack of campaign and gameplay elements do hold those 2 points in front of it like a carrot in front of a pig. Alright? If they had those 2 things, it'd be a perfect World War I game. I know it sounds harsh, the way I was going at this game at the beginning of the review, but it's because I like it, and I want it to be better. This game could be the most legendary World War One game ever. But sadly, people, when you talk about World War One shooters, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Battlefield 1." Dude, fuck Battlefield 1. If you like Battlefield 1, I'll fucking break your legs. Alright? And I mean it. I'm sick of fucking Battlefield 1. But also, let me add, they do have an expansion for this game. It's another game or an expansion called Tannenberg, where it's the Eastern Front with Russia and Austria-Hungary. And I might have to pick that one up and see what's what. Maybe there is some improvements. Maybe they added some shit. And if I get that, I'll bring you a review. You can bet your sweet ass cheeks on that. Alright? But that's it. That's it for today. Bye-bye, asshole. Bye-bye.